Namaste children, this is Mausmi, Science Faculty, Mangala Vidya Mandira. So, previous video we have discussed lesson 4 heat. So, in that what we have discussed about the heat introduction, then measuring temperature, how we could measure the temperature, then different types of thermometer, and just introduction about the transfer of heat. So let us recall, transfer of heat is nothing but the movement of heat from hotter body to or hotter object to cold object or colder object. Okay, so that is nothing but transfer of heat. So always when heat will be transfer, it will flow or transfer from hotter object to a colder object. Okay, and when they both reach the same temperature, the transformation stops. Okay, now we know that there are three types of transfer of heat. First one was conduction, convection, and radiation. Today we will learn one by one in detail. Conduction. So conduction is the process of transfer of heat. It will be heat transferred in solid. It happened in solid, whereas it will transfer from one end to another end, whereas hotter end to colder end if it is one object, and if it is come to the contact of two object, so it will be transfer hotter object to colder object. So if we take one example, one small activity you can do in your home, that just take a small thin iron rod and fixed it in one end, and then just stick few wax drop in that iron rod, then one end you start heating. Slowly you will observe, slowly that heat will transfer from hotter end to colder end, and that wax will be fall down because of heat. We know due to heat it will melt and it will fall down. Okay, so these all example we can see in our daily life, just when we are cooking. Okay, if we keep the spoon on that vessels and it is heat, so after some time if we going to touch, it will become too hot. Okay, that's why while cooking we should not keep the spoon on that vessels, we have to take out. Okay, and that's why you might observe that cookware, that handle will be made with the non-stick thing. The things will be the black color backlight things, which will be not get it heated. Okay, because if the metal is there, metal will get heated soon. Okay, now if one and other object, they are in direct contact, so what I told, if it is the two things are direct contact, very good example is iron. When we are doing daily, we are using the iron box to do the iron. So when we are using that, when we will touch the clothes, after some time if we touch the cloth, we feel hot. That means this hot iron transfer the heat to the cloth. Okay, that is one very good example we can see in daily life. So this one example you can do in your home. Take a very hot water in a vessel and take 2 spoons. One will be metal spoon, one will be plastic spoon. Just keep both the spoon few minutes in the hot water. Okay, after some times you just touch both the spoon, you can feel yourself that iron spoon got heated and plastic spoon did not. Why? Because iron spoon, it is conduction happen in the metal and this. Okay. So the material which can be allow the heat to pass through them, they are called conductor or conductors of heat. Okay, all the metals are very good conductors of heat, like aluminum, iron, copper. That's why we are using aluminum vessels for cooking, iron vessels for cooking, copper vessels for cooking, because they will be very good conductor of heat. They will pass the heat through it, then only we can cook, we can boil. People are not using the wooden utensils for cooking. Okay, we are just keep the wooden utensils. Sometimes it will be very easy to, we are using spoon, it should not get heated soon, that's why. Okay, so they are very good conductors of heat. Okay. Next, the materials which will not allow the heat to pass through them, they are called poor conductors of heat or heat insulators. Okay, insulators is nothing but poor conductor. It will not allow the heat to pass through them. Okay, like plastic, wood. So these are very good. It's like bone china. You might observe that we are using bone china plate and this china clay which will not allow the heat very easily. Okay, they are very poor conductor. Also this air, water, this air is poor conductor, okay, of heat. So they are very good insulator. That's why you might observe when we are using woolen clothes in the summer, we feel comfortable because it will not allow the air will be there in the woolen cloth. It is fluffy. So this air, it will not allow the heat to pass from our body. That's why it is good insulator, or you can say poor or bad conductors of heat. Okay, now next is convection. When convection process will be there the we know the all the materials or elements or compounds are made up of some molecules. Okay, so in convection process the molecules will take the heat, it will transform from one place to another place. So for this one very good example, if you take little sawdust and apply in the water, okay, one glass bowl you take and apply sawdust in that, you might observe that the water, the sawdust, when the from down the water get heated and it will come up, the sawdust will go down, and you can see the cyclic process that hot water will come up and this little bit hot, like top the water will be less temperature than the down, that will be go down. Like this way the hot water will get heated. Okay, that means in this process materials, molecules of the material will be carry the heat from one place to another place, and this convection process will be happen in fluids like air, liquid and gases. Okay, convection process of heat transfer in fluids by actual motion of matter. So what these molecules are present in that matter present in that will be move its place from one place. So there it is very important, you should understand conduction and convection. The difference is in conduction that heat will be transferred from colder body to hotter body. So I can show you. So if it is in this water is there, okay, so in convection process if it is like this, so this it will come down and then hot water, so when it is heating. Okay, but if we take, what is happening, this is the candle, if it is burning, that means here what will be there, first this material will get, so first inside this material will get heat, it will give this one, it will give this one, then so heat will come like this to this end. So this is happening in the conduction, this is happening in the conduction method. So one here it will be go like this heat, so but here material will like this, means this hot water will go up, then remaining cold water will, so like this way it will be happening. Convection, in convection process the matter will get the actual motion. In gas also the particle will be moved like this, one place to another place, so they will get heated, and that means heated air will go up and heavy air will come and take this place, again it will get heat like this way. So it may be natural or forced. Okay, it involves a bulk transfer of portion of the fluid. Okay, so the transfer of fluid, it will then here in this example you can easily say this hot water will go up, then from the side little bit compared to cold water will come down, so like this way this water will get heated. Okay, so here if you also you can do, if you keep little bit color down the pot, so where heat is getting, so from there you can see the color will be mixed in this process. Okay, so this is convection happen in the nature, and weather and changes of weather you can observe due to the process of convection. This is a natural phenomena. So what we are getting, this land breeze, sea breeze, this all already you have studied land breeze and sea breeze, I think in 4th standard. So these all happening due to the convection of heat. So how it is happening, let us see. So daytime what will happen, daytime that land will be get heated fast. Yes, land will be get heated fast and water will get, so when land will get heated fast, that a hot air or warm air from the land moves toward the sea because that is cold. So when it will move towards sea, then what will happen, this place will be empty, the cold air will come from the sea. Okay, it will happen like this cyclic way. So here you can see hot water will go like this and then cold water will come. So hot water will go like this, cold water will come. So like this it is become a cyclic process. Okay. So it become a cyclic process, and this is nothing but sea breeze. That because this cold air is coming, daytime cold air is coming from sea. So why it is happening? Because you know this when daytime sun rays will come, this sand or land will get heated fast than water. Water will get heated slow. That's why this hot air will go towards sea, and from the sea this cold air will fill the gap, okay, to the land. So that's why it is called sea breeze, where cold air is coming, that is called sea breeze. Breeze is nothing but the comfortably movement of air, very smooth movement of, so that is called. Then what is the land breeze? Then cool air from the night time. Land breeze we will get in the night time. What will happen? This cool air from the land move towards the sea. How it is happening? So as I told, daytime when sunlight will fall, so land will move warm first. Similarly, when evening come, land will cool fast. Okay, it will heat fast as well as cool fast. Then but water, as it is getting heated slow, similarly it will cool slow. That's why evening time, yeah, here in the sea it will be more hotter than the land. That's why this land air will be go to the cool land air will be go towards the sea. That's why it is called land breeze. It is also happening in salt, because when cool air will go, this hot air will be, when hot air come towards land and land air will go towards sea. Okay, that's why it is called land breeze. And this is due to the convection process of the heat. It is a very good example and very good natural phenomena of convection of heat. Okay, now next we will see radiation. So radiation, the very good example is transfer of heat where there is no need the medium. Okay, it is very fast movement. So radiation is the method of heat transfer that does not really depend upon the contact between the heat sources and heated object. Okay, it you need any contact, and heat can be transferred through empty space by thermal radiation, often are called infrared radiation. That's why from sun we are getting heat to the earth. So this is process, this is how it is happening due to radiation process. In this case, in empty medium, no medium is required, so it is nothing but a electromagnetic waves from the sun. Okay, infrared radiation we can say. So here, that's why when we will gas, we will on the gas, or if we on candle light, we can see the side outside, we can see the hotness radiation. So here you can see, in this process you can see that radiation. Okay, so from the sun that heat comes to us, that is also radiation. And if you observe this image carefully, so whatever the heat radiation we are getting from the induction or gas oven, that is the heat radiation we are getting. And if we boil the water, in that case we are getting the convection. And in which material, which utensils we are using to boil the water, that utensils will get heated through the process of conduction. So conduction, convection, radiation we can see while we are cooking very easily. Okay, so this is the three main types of transfer of heat. And radiation and convection is very good. It has very good effect in our daily life, as we are getting sunlight through the process of radiation. We are getting this land breeze, sea breeze, weather change. This all due to the convection of heat. Okay. Now, what are the differences between these three? This is very important. So, one by one, let us discuss. First point, it is transfer of heat by direct physical contact. Yes, conduction of heat, it needs the direct contact. If one object, one end to another end, heat will transfer, that means hotter end to colder end. Similarly, if two object is direct contact, so which is hotter object, it will give the heat to the colder object. But in convection, transfer of heat with the motion of the fluid. Okay, the fluid, in the molecules of the fluid will be flow. Okay, and in radiation, it is no need any material, means direct contact or any materials. It will be it is a electromagnetic waves. Okay, it will move the speed of light like this. Okay, it is due to temperature difference. Heat flows from higher temperature range to the lower temperature range. Okay, so the conduction process is due to temperature change, but convection is due to difference of density. Okay, heat flows the low density region to the high density region. Okay, from low density to high density. So low density region will get heat first, and it will take the heat towards the high density region. Okay, it occurs from all bodies and temperature above 0 degree Kelvin. Okay. Third one, it occurs in solids through molecular collisions without actual flow of matter. So what I was showing that one by one molecules will give the heat to the another one. Okay, but they will not change their place. But in convection, they will change their place. This molecule will move from their place, and other molecule will take the empty place. Okay, but radiation no need any medium. Okay, there is very large distance between the source and the object. Okay, then conduction process is very slow process, and convection process also very slow process, but radiation process is very fast. So it is very speed. It is happen speed of light. Okay, it does not obey the laws of reflection and refraction. So conduction process of heat is not follow the laws of reflection and refraction, whereas convection also does not follow the laws of reflection and refraction, but radiation always obey the laws of reflection and reflection. So reflection of light, how it is happening, so reflection of heat also same way it will happening. So this reflection and refraction will not follow this conduction and convection, but radiation it will obey the laws. Okay, so this is the main discussion about the different types of transfer of heat. Okay, this is the main topic in this chapter. Next you have that clothes we use in summer and winter. So it is also that depends on the good conductor, bad conductor, and like this also some color will be good absorber of heat, and some will be good reflectors of heat. Because of that we choose our dress according to the season. Similarly, this color of the utensils also help. Like this black coated color will absorb more heat. That's why it will be very useful to cook. That's why nowadays we are using the non-stick utensils which has this black coating. That black coating will absorb heat. That's why when we are using this non-stick cookware in black color, it will be very less amount of heat we need. So it is one type of energy saving also. Okay, let us come to the clothes. So during summer we are using cotton as well as very light color clothes, because this light color clothes will reflect the heat very much. As it will reflect the heat, we will not feel that much hot. Okay, similarly winter season we are using dark color and heavy clothes, means woolen clothes. It will be, first of all, dark color will absorb more heat. It will give our body to heat. A similar way, this woolen clothes will trap more air. So inside that it will be air, and it will not reduce the body temperature. So it will keep us comfortable. So like this way we are choose our clothes according to the situation. You might observe that according to that season, different countries people or different states people, they are using different types of clothes. Okay, this is not only the reason that is getting because of the season which will be more comfortable for them. So this chapter finished. Now the thing is that I observe children are not doing any activity, so it will be effect on your marks also. And what's the problem also, you are not writing. I hope you people are not observing the video carefully. Okay, if so previous video I have given one activity, but till now I didn't get. I hope you will submit this week, otherwise I will just for everyone write that no activity done. Okay, this is the last reminder. After that there will be no reminder. I will follow up like this way. Okay, I hope this lesson you have understood. So notes I will send, complete that and prepare it. Okay, read the textbook carefully, understand the concept. Any difficulties, ask. Okay, thank you children.